to again make sure that I haven't overlooked anything. So I'm starting with Alejandro's brain and into his beautiful, healthy, kind heart, his abdomen, his pelvis, his kidneys, his stomach, his genitalia, and this might be even a little more graphic here.
He has no shame.
He doesn't.
No,
See him there?
So that the scrotum and the penis?
Yeah.
Oh. Where are his legs?
They're held up.
Yeah.
I refer to this as the diaper shot, where you're changing his diaper and you've got his legs lifted
okay.
up, you know, and you've got to duck because he may squirt you there if you aren't careful there. There's a real technique to changing a little boy's diaper here. Yes.
Wow.
So I'll magnify it so it looks really, really big there. Okay.
Wow.
And
There's
so
no doubt he's a boy.
there's no doubt.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
We can be 100%
That's
sure,
right.
baby.
He's also uncircumcised, isn't he? Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay. And let's see. I'll teach him to have umbilical cord out in front of his face, so I didn't see that so well, huh? All right. I really do want to continue to try and get some nice 3D images here for you. And but let's, before we turn you here, Martha, to do that, let's go ahead and transfer all of this data back to our other computer, and then again I'll burn some JPEG images here for you in a few moments so that you have all of that. Okay, so let's take this apart here. What did Samuel weigh when he was born?
He was 730 grams.
So this boy is already 920 grams. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Fabulous. Yeah, and
I'm really happy.
Me too. And of course, Samuel was pretty small. I mean, he was.
Yeah.
There was so much that he was such a courageous boy. There was so much that he was trying to overcome here. So 920 grams, 2 pounds, 1 ounce, is about the 40th percentile. So he's already bigger than Samuel. This is projecting to approximately 7 pounds, 12 ounces or so at 40 weeks. Most importantly here, Martha, when you look at this graph here, this is a graph that shows the weight in grams on the y-coordinate, the gestational age in weeks on the x-coordinate. This dot is the May 13 exam. This dot here is today's exam. The solid line is the 50th percentile. So you can see he was just beneath the 20th or the 50th percentile there, and he still is just beneath the 50th percentile here. Okay. So the point being, it's a real steady pattern.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Exactly.
The rate of change is...
So there's no impact of that placenta on his growth pattern. Now there could have been an impact of the placenta on his growth pattern if his dear mother wasn't saying, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm just going to eat protein and protein and protein. So I think you've done this, Martha. I really
Good
do.
job.
Yeah,
Good
I'm
mom.
going to continue doing it.
I know you will. I have no doubt that you'll continue to do that. And so we're very happy now. We're very happy that the blood flow to the placenta is extremely healthy. It's a really nice time to verify that all of his anatomy is normal. There isn't a hint of a birth defect anywhere. Not a hint. I mean, it all really just looks absolutely fabulous here. So let's position him.
So before you go,
Sure.
can you go back to the tables?
Sure.
There were some that were showing different. GA, I think, is like gestational age based on the measurements.
Sure. Let me show you what this means here. So Hadlock is Frank. Frank was a friend of mine who generated these charts in Texas in the early 1980s. We still use them 30 years later. We wish we had something better, but we don't. They're still the best that we have. Frank died in an accident in the mid-90s. And so these percentiles that you see here, we know we're attaching this percentile to the known gestational age, which is 26 weeks, 2 days. So his head width, for example, if you look at that, the 94th percentile, if you take 100 babies at 26 weeks, 2 days, Alejandro's head would be bigger, wider than 94 of those 100
He's all brains,
children.
all brains.
He is all brains, he is. I knew that from his parents here. That's true.
That's coming from his dad, probably.
Yeah, coming from both his parents. And his head circumference here is bigger than 74 of those 100 children, smaller than 26.
And those are the things that's the reason why it also pushes his age to a higher level.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. And his waistline is a little smaller than average, but not bad.
But that is soft tissue, so that can always change overnight.
He's good. That's
Yeah.
exactly right. That's
I mean, the head would be more difficult to
you know,
really catch up.
I don't know that I have ever had a parent be that insightful to realize that that's soft tissue, and that is impacted much more dramatically when you're looking at growth. So is there a mild relative impact here causing his waistline to be a touch smaller than average? There might be. I don't care. You know, everything he's growing at a consistent pattern.
That's very good.
Not in any way that we should be worried about.
Okay.